come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
Start.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The gun, the running back looking for room. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road?
He's got some space. And the big game, and they've got it on the 46.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to Davis. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving away from pressure. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to set...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but...
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Price. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Lockett. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. Hit as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in, it's Wingo. Inside the, oh my goodness, he's still moving. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking for space, it's Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. On the double. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. With the catch, it's Lockett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Here we go. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Okay, ready? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Lockett. The Longhorns are in the hurry up. Just keeps swinging it. Looking down the middle. It's caught. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Glover. Runs through the tackle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Noles have it with a first and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a 1-yard gain.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Burger! Trick 9 beat! Trick 9 beat!
Scanning the field, it's Nelson. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let them throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The give from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Seminoles are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see.
Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And right down the middle. That drive, a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. It's on target and complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The short hands, it's Shannon. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit.
Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 38 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
On the play. Coming up, 4th down.
The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Set to kick this one away.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. off the play fake on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Rolling right and going deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
That's caught. It's Robinson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To the air, it's Manning. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab at the 10. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but taken. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. To throw, it's Manning. Floating away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Washington. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
To the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.